Hello, this is our group analysis. I'm Mazi, Sibita, and we have chosen to analyze magazines out of newspaper and website. We chosen magazines because because it's a mass media and it contains its own website as well as social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter page. I will be discussing about the age. We have chosen magazine, ELLE magazine. We think it to be aimed at 20 years old, 20 and over. Based on the cover, it says to dress to self-confidence, and we think that people who'd want to dress confidently would be over 20. And also in the magazine, there's Phoebe's perfume, hair product, and we think that student would like him. Socioeconomic status. We think it's aimed at middle class people based on how much the products are in the magazine. A lot of things on there are extremely expensive for a working class person to afford. And also we think the type of job that they would have would be anything to do with makeup, fashion, photography, journalist, businesswoman, and maybe students. Right. And geographical location, we think it would be anyone who would buy it would live in a town or city, like based on the designer label, because you wouldn't find a designer shop in a village or anything. You find it in a city or town. And interest and lifestyle they would have would be fashion, makeup, hair, creative jobs, based on what's in the magazine.
That's it. This is how you map up a vlog. Right. How the selection of content is aimed at the audience. From ELLE's magazine, we picked out bold colours, professional text, colours, and the adverts that are in the magazine. We think the bold colours have been used because it needs to catch audience eye. Also, as Maz said, trying to catch a confident women. It's saying stand out from the background, be bold. Professional text, it's quite clinically laid out, quite clinical colours. Says that it's for business, for like business-like, quite professionally sophisticated. Also, colours. Sometimes on the colours on the cover title, Ellie's like could be in pink or quite bright colours. Maybe suggests that it's for women. Example, pink text. Adverts also in the magazine show that women to be the most powerful and dominant, as when usually it's the other way around. Construction of content, narrative, again, professional, bold, classy yet interesting, very formal. For example, there was a quote in one of the articles that we read, exhausting every avenue available to bring her ex to justice. Layout. A neat and structured. The columns in the articles are quite neat and structured. When we compare this to the Heat magazine, the columns are quite staggered, as the Heat's got more images in, when ELLE's only got one or two on the page. Or anchorage. In the article, revenge for is it revenge porn? Porn revenge.
It's the ripple effect
of revenge porn. We see the one image on the page is rippling down the top of the image. It's quite clear, quite pure, and it's quite edited images. You can tell from the colours are unnatural. And just like the text, it's as text slowly goes down each word, it becomes more the corners in the letters become more pointy and becomes more bold. And the colours on the front page, you've got these little side titles on the front page. This sex appeal is labelled in red. Codes and conventions, sophistication, we think sophisticated fashion designer and quite trendy. The language used is sophisticated and professional. Visual is that the images talk about that same article again. Revenge porn is the image goes from very professional, very well done to quite fun and creative. However, the adverts in the magazine, however, go 4 because they're saying to become this professional, classy woman, you need to buy these brands. Symbolic. This magazine is sophisticated, professional, bold, and the colours we see make it quite seasonal for winter and autumn.
The modes of address for this magazine we agreed was quite formal and professional, as Pepita already said, with the codes and conventions and the content and the layout. Most magazines and newspapers and any websites are always quite informative anyway, but the tone of this magazine is still mainly informative, like you're going to listen to the information. It's a bit more direct, whereas like something like Heat magazine is really chatty, informal, and is like having a chat with the audience rather than telling them the information. The way the audience is addressed, in some sense it is interpolated. It's mainly because of the amount of adverts that are in it, and it's all designer brands. So the first 38 pages, before you even get to the contents page, is all adverts, which are really, again, they're bold, clinical colours, and they stand out. And it's basically, it's making the audience believe that it's their choice to like the brands and go and buy the products, when really it's the media influencing them to buy the products. But however, there is some artistic side to it that gives the audience a chance to interpret the meaning. So like, again, in the revenge porn article with the image, it's quite an artistic style, which is different to all the adverts and the bold colours that have been used so far. And we believe that the audience for this magazine is quite a niche audience, mainly businesswomen that are power hungry, controlled, creative and confident, mainly from the first page where Anne Hathaway is looking quite confident, and it's even titled that she's a power woman and about making yourself a confident person. And even the websites, the same, the UK and the US websites, it's still very formal, professional looking. It even has a background of a city, so it goes again back to Maz about the geographical location of like the sort of audience member that would buy it. And then the social media is less formal, but not working class language. But it has to be short and snappy anyway to engage the audience's interest, for quick information to go through and then have click-throughs onto the website, which is more formal.